join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Stanford Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
The Cardinal head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys.
Thanks, Holly. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The run inside. It's Smith. At the 35, he's loose. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. Got his man.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking outside, it's Ford. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the air, it's Warren. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Under fire. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The first down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for space. It's Ford. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this isn't the start this guy envisioned. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 drops in the game. He's got to get his mind right. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rushes on him.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Warren. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's 4. There's a crease. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Official stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Bring in the heat. He gets away. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is why you never quit on a play. On 4th down by the goal line. It looked like the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, but he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't give in to the defense. He just dug deep down inside himself and found a way to score that TD. That was impressive.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Smith's got it.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, going to the air. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the left. Ripping through the defense. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Washington. Pressure coming. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Now improvising. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looking to throw on third and goal. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The give is to Williams. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Ford.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Looking for a man. It's Warren. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Got his... Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. He goes right back to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Complete on the left to Smith. get him down. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. Pulls it in. Needed to get to the 45 for the first down. Stopped a little bit short. You think this is the go area on 4th down. Now the Cardinals decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Stanford quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. A little too much aggression there. Across the line, and they'll back up after the unnecessary roughness call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 21 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Demon Deacons, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside Conference USA.
Turning it on. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Stanford! And that one will give them the lead.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Pulls it in. It's Durr. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give is to Williams. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The run inside. It's Smith. Sweet cut there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Washington. Escapes the pressure to his right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
He wants to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Maryland! They're not going away in this upset bid as they have answered with a score of their own. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Ford. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Quarterback making adjustments. With the catch, it's Blackburn. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Snagged out in the air. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Official stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Barrels ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the option. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Back to throw, it's Warren. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The give is to Williams. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. He'll run it again. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Back to pass, it's Warren. And the diving catch down the right side.
Well, look, I know they didn't get a first down on that play. As a coach, though, you love to see your players giving great effort. It doesn't need to be a bomb way down the field. It can just be a short throw. He's putting everything out there on the field, trying to make plays for his offense.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Rides to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to run for it. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand. They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense.
Got a little grass. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. Breaks into the open. He'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team.